Alright, so welcome back to day 6 from chaos to sacred space. It's been a couple weeks since the last time I got a chance to do any work in here. I mean, of course you would think it'd be done by now. I thought it would be done by now, but that is not the case. But get a load of this tapestry. Is that not beautiful? I freaking love this so much. It's gorgeous, and it's surrounded by black light, so it glows. It looks amazing when I make my videos at nighttime. And of course, we got Michael Jackson over here in the corner, and my mom gave me these cute stools, which is what I'm sitting on now, and they are really comfortable. So comfortable, so cute. I'm loving these in my little space. They fit perfectly. I think they match the curtains really well too. But I'm looking at this floor. I was thinking, I pull up the rug and I just put the other one down, but I'm definitely still gonna have to clean the carpet to get rid of, like, it has like this stale carpet smell. They got kind of loud when I pulled up the old rug, so and carpet cleaning wouldn't be so bad if I had something bigger than this, but like, look at this little bitty tank. And this room is not that big, but it's going to take what in my mind feels like it's gonna take forever for me to get this floor clean, especially because I'm gonna have to go over it so many times. I feel like this whole transformation, it mirrors my life in such a way, especially in my healing journey. And I'm sure like many of you can probably relate to this because, we're healing. Of course we want to be healed, but sometimes we don't want to go through the thing that we have to go through to get healed, because as I always say, the only way out is in. Like, you have to go through the shit to get past the shit. And I didn't want to. I had like everything cleared out, and it's like, okay, it looks great in here, but now I have to flip the sofa. And of course, I knew that was gonna reveal a shit load of unnecessary shit. And who did it? I mean, like, I don't even understand how that stuff fit under the sofa. And that just reminds me so much of our healing journeys, because it's like, you get to this place of peace and calm, but then there's like that thing sitting in the corner that you need to remove from your life, but you ignore it as much as you can, because in order to get past it, you're gonna have to go through the shitload of shit that comes with it. And I had no choice but to go through the shit because I needed the sofa out of here. So I had to go through the pile that came with it. And then from there, there's the stories that we tell ourselves, the stories that come from shame and conditioning, the stories that aren't even our voice. Because it would be easy for somebody from the outside looking in to look under my couch and be like, oh wow, my kids could never, like you have to be pretty lazy to, let that much trash get under your couch, or anything. Like, any story could have went with that. Some could argue that I'm a bad parent for letting it go on, because we know there are some people like that. But the story that you don't get from looking under my sofa, from looking at the mess in my home, is the job that I've done raising my kids, the emotional safety that they have, how friendly they are when they meet other children, how loved they are to everyone around them outside of the house. Those are the stories that you don't get. And so we oftentimes struggle with our healing journey because we spend so much time judging them the way that the outside world judges them. We filter our story through someone else's lens. And then there's even another layer of it because, you know, when you're healing and you get to this point, you know, after you've done all of that, it's like, you know, you're in this good place, and then it's like, oh no, now I gotta move the sofa and go through another shitload of shit. And it's like, oh, okay, I finally got that done. And now here comes even more. But it's like there's always another layer. There's always more. There's always more. And it's like, you know, will I ever be done? And I know some people get that healing fatigue, and it's like no, I'm tired of healing. I'm just gonna stay, you know, in this shitty place that I am. But me personally, no matter how tired I am of healing, you know, I will take my rest days, and then the shit show continues because I have a huge vision for this space, for making it a sacred space, not just for Sacred Wildfire, but for my family. And I know that some days getting through this is going to be way more annoying than others, but once I get it done, it's done. You know, it's like you cling on to things that hurt you because it hurts too bad to let it go, but it's hurting you just as much to hold on. At least when you let it go, the pain stops. You know, once you go through the thing, it stops. Instead of just, you know, carrying it, because, you know, burying it doesn't work. I could, going back to the couch and the love seat example, yeah, they kept things out of the floor for a while, but at some point it had to be moved. And once it was moved, there was no going back after that. A pile of trash that came out from under it. Like, there was literally, like, if I would have flipped the love seat and then tried to put it back, it wouldn't have went back because so much stuff came out from under it. So, you know, you can only bury things for so long. You have to just go through it, deal with it. And this also reminds me that it's not a race. You don't have to rush. And when I started this project, I didn't really set a time limit because I know that would have just added more stress to my life. Being a mother with 5 still here at home, and homeschooling, and just all the unpredictable things that come along with having kids. I knew that I would have to pace myself. As much as I wanted to just dig in and get it over with, my body just, you know, and I'm not young anymore. Like, my body just does not work that way. I have to pace myself. And so, and you have to take your healing journey the same way. You can't just like dive in and rush through it. Sometimes you just gotta take your time. And when you're tired, you stop and rest. It doesn't mean you have to give up your whole journey. Take a week off, take 2 weeks off. But don't forget your purpose. Don't forget, you know, what you're in this for. And then even another way that I feel like this relates so much to my healing journey, because life really just be lifing. Life is gonna do what it do, and it's not going to slow down and give you a pass. It's not like a cross guard where it stops traffic and it's like come on through and get your shit done. Like no, it doesn't do that. Traffic is nonstop, and you gotta get through it the best way you can. So um, there's always gonna be something. There's always gonna be more obstacles or just something that takes my time away from this project, and just all the things that I have to do in general, and working on business things and podcasting and just all the things that I haven't even got a chance to get to yet. It's a lot, and it can be a lot, like even when you're healing, and way too often we tend to put everybody else's needs before us, and then next thing you know, our healing journey is on the back end, and we're saying I'm healing, but we're sitting in the same spot a year later. And I definitely don't want that to be the case here. And so I have done certain things that push me forward, because I felt myself falling into that, like it'll get done, like I got all the stuff sitting here and ready to go out, it'll get done, but just not today, because I don't have time today, and because I'm waiting to get this space together, it's making me put other things off. And so I've already started like spreading the word about what I'm building and inviting people and seeing like who in my community would benefit from this space. And the response kind of blew me away. I wasn't really expecting it, because after I made all these plans, I was just like, okay, now who the hell am I even gonna get over here? Like, but then I found all these people who are like, that sounds amazing, let's do it. Or they joined my Sacred Wildfire group, and they're like, are there any like in-person meetups? And so that's more fuel to like get me going, almost kind of like accountability, something to keep a fire burning in me, because it's like this is not just something that's in my head now. I've put it out in the world, and my people are waiting on me to get my shit together. So I guess I better get my shit together, right? So yeah, that is my day 6 update, although this is probably like day 40 something, I don't know, but of actual work. This is day 6 of working on this room, and it's feeling a little messier than ever, but I've got some new additions since the last time. I got my tapestry up, so I am able to go live and record videos and things in here. I've got my new stools that my mommy gave me. I got some new plants that I got for my birthday. So we're getting there. I got the rug up. I can't wait to toss that in the trash can. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to getting past the carpet clean. I think this is the next agonizing thing, is going to be getting this carpet cleaned with this little bitty carpet cleaner, because I can't wait to get my rug down. I'm super excited about the finishing touch. Of course, I still got to get the curtains up too, over the doorways, and I still got to find curtains for the smaller doorway. So yeah, it's still a work in progress, but so I I've been telling my mom I wanted a fern and just like some, you know, plants that are good for the air. And the reason why I never got a fern before is because they shed so bad. They shed so bad. And I've been watering it daily and it's still shedding. And so yeah, there's gonna be a lot of vacuuming going on. There's like so much plant debris over here, and so I'm kind of undecided as to where I want to put it. I kind of wanted to hang it from the ceiling, but also I feel like it's going to be harder to contain the mess that it makes if I do that. So I think it might be better if I just find like a plant stool or something to set it on. This is a lily. This is one of the plants that we got from the funeral home when my aunt passed a few years ago, and I named her Lily, and I am very surprised that I was able to keep her alive. I'm not really a plant person. This is all fairly new, but I was like, hey, I kept Lily alive. Surely I can I can do this. I can do this. It's gonna take a little effort. But I don't want to move her because I'm scared. She's been in the same spot for like 2.5 years, and I'm scared if I move it, she's not gonna respond well to being in a different spot. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm gonna leave her there. So anyway, I can't wait to break through this next layer and give y'all an update for day 7. Yes, this is day 6. So I will see y'all in day 7, and hopefully I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic by then. All right. So yeah, thanks for following my journey. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, hit that notification bell. This might be like the boring part of it, but it's going to get so much more exciting once this all gets situated. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see y'all on day 7.